Yo, what's up guys, it's Nick from Biggins Gaming and welcome back to another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video. As today, I'm going to show you guys how to get career arcs and immortals done quick. And no, this is not clickbait, and no, I'm not saying you can complete complete immortals right now, because you physically can't, because there are things that you need that haven't gone into the game. So I'm just letting you guys know that this is not clickbait, okay? But you guys just have to know that. But before this video starts, I just want to thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. If you think about it, or without a doubt, that was my my most successful video, my entire channel, and I have over 100 videos by far. It's right now. Hold on, let me check. I think it's second, but views wise, hold on, let me check. Sorry. Load. And yeah, it is the most viewed video on my channel, and it's been out for 2 days. It got 19 likes, actually no, 20 likes, 1,200 views, and this is of 5 p.m. on Monday the 26th. You got 20 likes, 1,200 views, 15 comments, and they're all positive comments, of course. And I gained 18 subscribers, literally, from that one video. So I'm going to be posting lots of MLB 18 tip videos. I'll be showing you guys how to complete stuff, and also I was going to do a video on which players to invest on, but Dynasty, a big MLB YouTuber, made a video on it, so I just sort of felt like it was pointless. I'll just list a few that's coming out of the top of my head, like Miguel Sano, Ahmed Rosario, Jason Kipnis, yeah, but I recommend you go watch his video because I'm sure it's good. So today we are going to be going over how you can complete these immortals and career arcs very quickly. So especially for the pitchers, this will really help, and I'll show you why. So for example, right now I'm working on the Nolan Ryan, so I'm working on him. So for him you need the Brett Saberhagen. So the career arc I'm working on is the Brett Saberhagen, which I'm extremely close to completing. I just need to get those, and then I get him, and then just do stats, and I complete it. But, for example, for this mission, you need 3 wins and 15 strikeouts, which might not seem like much, and it isn't. But you're like, oh, I have to play 3 full games that are each 45 minutes. Well, I'm going to give you guys a strategy that'll really help. And so I'm going to start off with the pitchers, and then show a strategy with the hitters. So what you're going to do is, let's say you want to do a mission for Brett Saberhagen, and you want to do one for Jaime Garcia. Actually, I'll show you guys why it won't work for this one, but you can still do a normal game for him. Let's say it wasn't, and this strategy only works for missions that are not single game ones. So if it's like tally 5 innings and 7 Ks, or like 6 innings and 8 Ks, it's not going to work. It's only for total ones. So what you're going to do is let's say I'll just do random card just because. Let's say I'm doing a mission with Brett Saberhagen, and I have to get, I don't know, I have to get 10 strikeout, or I have to get 2 wins and 10 strikeouts with John Gray, which is not a mission. You put them in your rotation, and basically, once you have all of the starters that you want to do your missions with, if there are any empty spots, put common starting pitchers, and this sounds dumb right now, but I will show you why it's actually pretty useful. So what you're going to do is, and you're going to put your starting pitchers in, and you're going to put common pitchers for the ones that are empty spots. And the reason for that is because in Conquest, so you're going to be playing Conquest games. They are 3-inning games, and you can get wins and complete game shutouts and even no-hitters very, very easily. So I'm going to show you why you need commons, or I'm going to tell you now. Let's say you go into a game. Every single time you quit, if you don't get the starters that you're doing a mission for. So if you play a Conquest game and you get Jake Buchanan, whatever his name is, then you quit out of the game and keep doing this until you get the pitchers you want to do the missions for. But the reason why it's commons is so that it doesn't ruin your best pitchers' records, because whenever you quit a game, they take the loss. Like, stats... Do I have a... No, I don't. I haven't used them yet, but each time you quit, your pitcher gets a loss. So you don't want your, Chris Sale to have, 5 losses. So that's why you should put commons here. If you have 5 starting pitchers, then don't quit ever, because you'll eventually because you have a 100% chance to get one of them. But now for the hitters, let's say you were doing one single mission. I'll give a couple examples of missions that you could be doing. Let's say you need to get 20 hits with this Jorge Posada. What you would do, and this is excluding the pitchers, so if you want to do a pitchers one and hitting ones with multiple players, I'll tell you that later, but if you're doing just one specific hitter, so pretend like these guys were normal guys in my lineup, except for Jorge Posada, but he is anyway. Let's say you needed to do that mission where you got 20 hits. What you would do is you would put him at leadoff, and you can do this for 3 guys, the maximum of 3 players, just because, I'll show you why. So you're going to want to go into a Conquest game, and I already beat Conquest, so this isn't really much. And you can do it while you're doing your Conquest run, because this is going to be really easy. If you are not doing missions, I recommend you don't do this, because doing Steel Fans, if you're just plain and simple trying to beat Conquest, is probably the stupidest thing you could do. But let's say you're just trying to do missions with wins. You would play someone who is pretty crap. So I'll just do the White Sox. Set it to rookie. And then you basically... Yeah. So it's automatically away. So you're going to hit first. So you just go into a game. And I'll just do the rotation. So when you're in the game, I'm not going to go into a game, but when you're in the game, you start out in the top of the first, and basically what you do is you try to get the stats that you need with the top 3 guys. So let's say I got a base hit with Jorge Posada, let's say all 3 of these guys I needed base hits for. I would go into the game, get base hits with all 3 of them, and then instantly quit out. But when you're doing it for that, make sure you're doing all common pitchers, because you don't want to ruin your pitcher's record. And you would just keep doing that over and over until you complete the mission. So that's basically saying every 5 minutes you have a chance to get stats for a mission for 3 players. Now for the second strategy, where you do pitching missions and hitting missions, I'll show you. So you're going to want to keep your pitchers in, and you have your commons for the fill-ins. You're going to put all the guys you need, and this is for 4 hitters or more. The one I just showed is for 3 or less because of 3 guys. You want to do 4 or more. Put them in your lineup. Set up whatever you want for your hitting lineup. And then you're going to want to do the same thing. Go to single player. Play the worst team. I do either the White Sox, the Tigers, and actually the Rockies, even though they're good, just because of their ballpark, it's a lot easier to get hitting stats. But I usually do the White Sox the most, so you play them on rookie. And you're going to do this. And you're going to set your rotation, do that. So once you're in your lineup, and you're in a game, if you don't get the starting pitcher or a starting pitcher for a mission, you quit out. But if you do, then you play the game and you get hitting stats with these guys. And so you're basically you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting pitching stats and you're getting hitting stats. And I'm just saying this Okay, sorry. I'm just saying this. This will not work for certain missions. I'll give you an example. So for Trevor Cahill, oh no, I can't show you that. So Tony Cingrani, you have to get 7 innings and 9 strikeouts in the same game. If it ever says in the same game, you cannot do this method because you can't do it in Conquest because it's 3-inning games. So I'm just letting you guys know. But let's say you wanted to do, I'll just show you one from Babe Ruth. Where's the thing? Oh yeah. If you wanted to get stats with 68 Babe Ruth, you would put him at leadoff, go in. You could do this. Actually, no, I can't do a hitter because this is really only for pitchers, this thing that cancels it out. Bob Gibson. You want to get 10 strikeouts and a win. Technically, you couldn't do that, but if you went into a 4th inning, you could. Let's just imagine the K's is 6. You could do this in a Conquest game, but if it was the Cingrani, you couldn't. So that only goes really for starting pitchers, and actually no hitters. Where's one for hitters? Yeah. Well, this one you could do in Diamond Dynasty or in Conquest, but it would be very hard to do. Let's say it was 4 hits and 2 doubles and 1 run. You cannot do that in Conquest. You'd have to do it in a play versus CPU game. I'm not saying stay away from these missions. I'm just saying don't do these missions in Conquest and expect them to be much easier. Do the ones where it's just tallying stats in Conquest, and it'll make your life so much easier. Like I remember last year, I had to get 30 hits with the Harold Reynolds to get Edgar Martinez. I think it took me 2 hours because I got all 30 hits. I kept quitting. My commons were taking the losses, so my starters weren't getting their records destroyed. Kept quitting, back and forth, and I got that mission that seems really hard done very fast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this another tutorial video. I hope you guys. I was about to say I hope you guys enjoyed again, but I really do hope you guys enjoy these tip videos. I'm going to be doing much more, but I'm also going to be doing gameplays with new players because I have a very good team. I mean, this isn't my normal team. I'm doing missions, obviously, but look out for some more videos, and once again, thank you guys for the support on the last video. Also, if we can hit, I know I haven't done this before, but if we can hit, let's say, 15 likes, I know that's like nothing, but if we can hit 15 likes, I'll upload a video tomorrow, which is Tuesday the 27th, on another tips video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been your host, Nick from Big Ants Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.